How important is that measure from a public health perspective?
What's going on, you guys? I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're staying as safe as possible, potentially locked in your own homes, wherever you are. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're trying to avoid focusing on the negative and more so focus in on the ones you love, focus in on the time you have together, and just realize that this may be something that's extremely serious. Everybody's talking about it, but that at the end of the day, the main thing is just spending time with the ones you love, making sure they're okay, making sure they're safe. But you can still have a great day. You can still be blessed, motivated, driven to achieve your goals, because when we come out of this, everything that you've worked so hard to achieve over the years, you don't just want to lose it because of this situation. So with all the negative going around, it's really important that you continue to focus in on yourself, focus in on your goals, whether it's going to a gym or if your gym is closed down, as they've been announcing all over the place. Get some workouts in at home. Make sure your body is functioning optimally. Make sure you're continuing through with what you started, and just go from there, guys. So I'm gonna head over to the gym because my gym's not closed yet. Lots of cleaning up, washing your hands, sanitization, just trying to stay on top of what you can while living your everyday life. But I'm gonna go to the gym, so I'll catch up with you guys there.
We saw Dr. Williams, the head of public health, sort of a number of questions from Canadians about, I guess, some inconsistencies there, economic need as well, and likely feeding pace right now. They also say in that release, Vashi, they'll coordinate efforts to delay the spread of the virus, including through a...
So I think that yes, it's good to be prepared, it's good to know what's coming, and it's good to try and alleviate all types of spread of the virus. But I also think it's important for us to not go into a state of panic. There's a very clear difference between being panicked and being prepared. And I think that's something that a lot of people just may not understand, is that you can be prepared and not be panicked. You can be ready for what's to come as best as you can and not be all worked up and rushing people and stealing people's bathroom tissue and all of the crazy things that we've heard about that's going on right now. Like, it's a beautiful day. It's like 7 degrees Celsius right now. There are many other things you can do. You can get outside. You can go for walks in the nature with your family. Life hasn't completely shut down at this point. There are still people out driving around, doing what they have to do. And I'm really sorry if this is extremely bumpy and hard to follow. So one second. So like I was saying, a lot of people have taken precautions, have been following the measures to try and avoid the spread of the virus. But at the end of the day, you still have to be doing what you need to do in order to prepare. So whether that's longevity, whether that's making sure you're in good health, if you do get hit with something, you'll be able to combat it, you'll be able to fight it off. There's also been talk of the flu that went around in November, December, that hit me pretty hard in January. There's talk that that was the C word. We're not using it. Apparently YouTube doesn't like it. But with all that being said, it's now time to do some work. Shoulders, a little bit of cardio, which you guys aren't aware yet, but I've decided to take up the art of boxing. It's definitely an art. I've been following Mike Rashid. He's been teaching a lot of people how to start boxing, how to get into it. It's just a cardiovascular aspect like I've never experienced before. The training is unreal, so I'm gonna go do some of that. Start off with a little bit of shoulders, because I still want to stick to my bodybuilding roots. That's very important to me. I'm up to just shy of 210, been cutting down the body fat, and I'm not really seeing the weight come down too much, which means the muscle being put on versus the fat coming off is up there. I'm happy with that. A lot of people like to see a decrease in the number, not about the numbers. So with that being said, the first movement. So the first thing I like to do is just start off with some side raises, some front raises, increasing the weight a little bit, decreasing the weight as I go, but mainly just trying to get as much blood into the muscle as possible. So then once I'm done pumping as much blood into the muscle as possible with my side raises, front raises, and rear delt flies, I then go into single arm shoulder press. I'm going to be going for 4 sets, minimum 15 reps. You want to increase the weight every set. And your last set aiming for 10 to 12 reps. One thing that I found with boxing is that I actually like to go from, I think it's orthodox to southpaw, something like that. But I like to switch my stance. So my power hand is back here. I'm going through and I switch. Now my jabs are my power hand. I enjoy it. I feel like I'm comfortable in that state, and it hasn't been very long that I've been doing this. I'd say a couple weeks, but it's really good. I feel it on a whole nother level. So once you're done with the single arm shoulder press, usually what I'll do is I'll go on to a superset where I do my shrugs and either a seated or standing barbell shoulder press. When I say shrugs, some might see it as 2 sets, but it's 1 in front and 1 behind. That's 1, so that's your first movement. Then you're going on to barbell shoulder press. And with that one, same thing. You're doing 15 in front of the head, 15 behind the head. So that looks like this. Will say that for shrugs your arms need to be straight and you just go through the movement, but over the years I found that adding a lean forward when you're doing the reverse and giving a slight bend in the elbow will actually cause for a greater contraction in the traps. It's about chasing the contraction, not about doing it the way someone tells you to do it. Here we go. So once you're done all your shrugs, 4 sets, 15 reps, along with your overhead press, standing overhead press, it'll target the core a lot more, which is something you want. Then you're gonna hop over to a cable machine where you're gonna do side raises on the cable machine, supersetted with face pulls. Face pulls are gonna target the rear delts, side raises, of course, are gonna target your side delts, medial, whatever you wanna call them, but here's that. Felt goofy doing it, but at this point here, I'm starting to work my jabs, work my right hooks. Don't judge me, I'm new. included a little bit of what I do for my boxing routine, anywhere from 5 to 10 rounds. Feels great. Try it out if you've never tried it. Let me know what you think. Make sure to smash the subscribe button, give this video a like, and we'll catch up with you guys on the next one.